Hey Overcomers, today's message is the wish fulfilled. Neville Goddard talks about the wish fulfilled, and it's similar to living in the end. It's seeing your vision in its completion. It's not talking about or visualizing the steps. So let me give you some practical examples. So for example, you may want to go back to school. You may say, okay, you know what? I want to go back to school. I want to get another degree, or maybe you're planning to go actually get a degree. See yourself having received your diploma. See yourself having that certification, whatever it is. See it in completion. Too often, we get caught up in the steps, right? And in the natural, we're like, oh, I got to do this. I have to do that. I have to do this. And a lot of times as we're thinking or overthinking, we talk ourselves out of the very thing that we're believing for. And this is why I feel and I believe and I know, because I've seen it at work in my life, imagination is such a powerful gift. It was given to us by God so that we can create the life we desire. And using our words have creative power. All right. And it's so amazing that, there are studies that have shown that our body is made up mostly of water. And there are studies where words spoken over water, that it actually changes form and it manipulates form. So imagine when you're speaking certain words over your life, you're speaking certain phrases over your life, your body, your mind is listening. Our subconscious mind is always listening. And this is why I encourage you to be the gatekeeper of your mind. Speak into your mind, speak over your life the things that you will. And it will manifest. It will manifest. Okay. I didn't think I was going to go there. Thank you, God. A lot of times God will give me a download, and I believe sometimes there's certain things he wants me to share. So a couple of years ago, I want to say it was 2016, because my son was only 6 at the time. It was the summertime, and I was starting to have chest pains. At least that's what I thought it felt like. I just knew I wasn't feeling well. And I decided to drive myself to urgent care. I went to urgent care. I told the nurse at the time what was happening. She brought the doctor in, and they checked my vitals, and his face, he looked so concerned. And I was like, okay, what's going on? Basically, he's like, I'm calling an ambulance. He calls an ambulance. They take me to the hospital. As I'm in the ambulance, I called my parents and I said, listen, I have to go to the hospital. I don't know what's going on with me. I felt like I was having some chest pains, some discomfort. And next thing you know, I'm in emergency and the doctor comes in, and I was like, my mom, she was there. And the doctor basically is explaining to my mom. She said, we believe there's a clot in her lung. And so it's like it escalated so quickly, and I'm looking at my mother, and she's trying to keep it together because she knows I'm looking at her for feedback to see what they're saying, is this really serious? And at one point I thought to myself, I'm like, Lord, this cannot be how I'm going out. I'm not going out like this. My son is only 6. There's no way. I'm not leaving my young child. All these things were going through my mind. And then, because I understand the power of words, as most of you know, I'm a woman of strong faith. I believe the promises of God. And I just started speaking every promise of God that I could in my mind, not out loud, over my life. I started speaking healing, that I'm perfectly whole and well and all kinds of things. By his stripes, I am healed. I shall live and not die to declare the works of the Lord. I just started speaking anything that could come to my mind, scriptures and just different affirmations affirming over my life. And I remember I told my mother, because she was like, oh my goodness, should I call the family? And I told her, call no one. Don't call anybody. I don't want you to call anybody. Please just give me 24 hours. Tomorrow, I'll let you know what to do. So anyway, because I'm a person of strong faith, here's the thing. You can't faith for someone else. And this is why the word says, according to your faith, be it done unto you. I truly believe you can believe for people. You can pray for people, but I can't get in your mind. You are with you all the time. That's what I mean. You are literally speaking over your life all the time. You're always thinking. We are always thinking. That's how God created us. We're thinking beings. So anyway, I said, please just give me 24 hours. Don't call family, anything like that. Throughout the night, as I was there in the hospital and they ran like so many tests, I had to get a CAT scan, like all kinds of stuff. I just started speaking. Anytime, like if I fell asleep and I woke up, I would just start in my mind, just affirming, constantly affirming. The next morning, 2 doctors, female doctors, come to my room. And at the time, my sister was there. They look at my sister and I said, I don't care. Whatever you have to tell me, you can say it in front of her. Just tell me what's going on. So they look at me and they're smiling and they're like, we don't understand because we tested you for so much and we can't find anything. It just seems like it's a virus. So what we'd like you to do, just go home, get some rest, relax, hydrate, drink lots of water, drink lots of fluids, and you should be fine in a couple of days. Now, I want to share that with you because for me, that was a healing manifestation. And I believe in the power of healing. I believe in miracles, signs, and wonders. Okay. I'm faith and imagination. So you already know. So the thing is, I believe that we have the power to change, okay, our circumstances. This is why I say to you, circumstances don't matter. They will have you believe, this world will have you believe that circumstances matter, that things cannot change, that all is lost, that, oh my goodness, this is so bad. You can turn things around. I saw a miracle. Like I went in the day before at the time, and basically I felt like they were speaking death. And then within 24 hours, the next morning, okay, that whole thing turned around and it ended up being something so minor, so minuscule that, and I've never, thank God, never had any issues since that time. So here's the thing. We have to daily make a conscious effort and like consciously decide that we are going to speak over our lives. We're here to create our life on purpose. Okay. I don't believe that we're here to live like a horrible life and live a life of strain, stress, struggle, anxiety, and all kinds of drama and nonsense, and then just up and die. Like, what would be the point? Just even us being born, it's a miracle. It's a miracle, the miracle of life itself. So you are here to live out your heart's desires. The way for that to happen is to see the wish fulfilled, living in the end, okay? Remember when Jesus went to the cross, it is finished. So we're supposed to see the thing in completion. And somehow, some way, where we don't control the how something manifests, we don't control when it manifests. All we have to do is to walk by faith and keep believing, and you will see those things come to pass. So I want to read to you from my book, Faith and Imagination. And it says, every moment your mind is feeding on something on the subconscious level. And that's from Reverend Ike. Our mind is like a garden. What you plant in it is what will grow. So I ask you today, what are you feeding your mind? Are you feeding it thoughts of success and abundance? Or are you feeding it thoughts of lack and despair? Each day we wake up, we have a choice. Either we will focus on what we want to create or focus on what is lacking in our lives. Whatever we feed our mind is what will manifest. Then another thing, I'm continuing on. It says, every day I speak affirmations based on the things I want to create. Your most repetitive and dominant thoughts are the ones that will manifest. I truly believe if we are not selective about what we feed our mind, the world will input in our minds what it will. Okay? And that's why I say you have to make a conscious effort, because the things of this world and the way this world is set up, and I don't want to get too deep on that, it's not for you. It's not designed for you to win. Okay? So here's the thing. You have to daily decide, like, you know what? Each morning you wake up, you're going to push forward towards the wish fulfilled. You're going to keep visualizing what you want. And like I said, if you are at a point in your life where, you know what, you're like, you know what, everything is great. I'm very happy with it. I don't think I need to improve in any area. Good for you. Like, phenomenal. Keep pushing forward. Keep being blessed. But if you are like most of us, including myself, there are areas of your life where you're like, this needs to come up a level. I need to improve in this area. I want more of this or less of that. Whatever it is, You need to visualize. You need to see the wish fulfilled. Keep pushing forward. Keep creating, okay? Because this is our powerhouse. Our mind is so powerful if we would tap into it. So I hope this encouraged you today. Remember to live in the end and think about the wish fulfilled. Okay, I hope this encouraged you today, overcomers. And I just want to thank you so much. I thank you so much. I love my Be an Overcomer community. Oh my goodness, I love you all to pieces. You are all so awesome. I pray that God will continue to bless you. And I pray that you continue to walk in favor and keep walking in boldness and keep pushing towards those things that you want, because you're here to live an amazing life, to live a victorious and overcoming life in all areas of your life, okay? Be an overcomer.